If you can imagine a web or mobile application or other software that is useful, but you can't find it anywhere yet, then we can build it because you may be on to something big and a lot of people will pay to use it once it's built. Here are a few examples of entrepreneurs who learned from their experience working with us. Gary Casey, an entrepreneur and our client, built a social media app that helps people create online memorials that can be visited through QR codes. Here, he explains how he feels about working with us. So you've already worked with another company to try to build your app. Can you tell us a little bit about how working with Opzoom is different from working with other companies?
When we first started, we didn't know much about the hiring developers, and we just basically went off reviews. So the difference was it was less personal. It was more of a crapshoot in what we were looking for. You took the project and knew what we wanted and helped guide us. A lot of companies kind of sat back and let us try and navigate. Your company took the bull by the horns and you led us where we wanted to go. Your phone calls, your returning calls, your initiating calls showed me you cared, you were interested, you cared about what we were doing, and you helped us through parts that we didn't understand. And again, we could not be happier with the choice we made to go with Opzoom. You've been there every step of the way, very informative, giving some guidance and helping us find our way, navigate through some different obstacles outside the design has been very helpful. So not only are you a hired company, but you've also been more of a family member, a friend that's also given us personal advice that's helped us see things through a different way.
We realize that you're building a dream. You can dream big with us because of the connections and resources we offer. When you have a good idea, why wait? Here, Ben explains the value of building fast. What is the trade-off between a cheap developer that moves slowly versus a developer whose focus is speed? What are your thoughts about that trade-off?
Speed is everything. If you can iterate quickly, you can handle pretty much any issue that you come up with. Being able to see what we're working on, being able to tweak as we go is invaluable. And it's not something I found with any of the other people that we spoke to with anywhere near the same level. Joe and Opzoom do a fantastic job of keeping you absolutely in the loop and understanding exactly where you are in the process at all times. And the sooner you can see a product under development, the sooner you can see what your vision was made into reality, the easier it is to maintain the passion, to maintain the momentum, and really just keep excited. You'll have moments of self-doubt. You'll have moments when you're like, am I on the right track? Is this a good idea? If your developer comes to you with a new iteration, a new version that has crystallized another part of your vision into reality, that is an incredibly motivating experience. And the sooner you can see what you're working towards come to light, the easier it is to keep the momentum going.
So moving fast excites people you know, and it motivates you, creating a cycle that accelerates your progress. When you want to reach people discussing topics relevant to your brand on Twitter, TwitProGrow is an algorithm that can pinpoint prospects on Twitter. It then interacts with them individually and gets them to talk about your brand. Here is an interview with Tony, the owner of TwitProGrow.
Twitter is a very open platform. It's a platform you really can do grassroots outreach, finding people talking about something, activating them, aggregating them into followers, and then engaging with them, which really works with products and brands. We're targeting only the consumers most likely to convert and engage. It sends direct messages to users when they're converted into followers. The main metric that I follow is direct qualified conversions. Not just the number of new followers, which is great, but new followers can come from anywhere. People can just discover it. I track the ones that can be directly attributed to our work.
How do you like using Opzoom to build your software for you?
I've had a pretty good experience working with Opzoom. They're very diligent and ethical, setting fair prices, very time-oriented. I've gotten the results I've needed, really delivered what I've asked for. You guys understand, you guys are knowledgeable in the space and are able to fulfill the vision that I have.
If you want to reach people talking about ideas relevant to your product, then you can reach 500 million users monthly on Twitter with TwitProGrow. Another motivation is to be able to improve your processes and control your data like you never can with rented software. For example, here Ariana, the owner of Angel Valuation, explains why she invests in custom software.
I started a company after many years in my industry. One of the things I really wanted to do was develop the software and the applications that I knew I needed in order to differentiate my product. I work in financial services and I work with a lot of clients. I knew exactly how I wanted to design my product, and I knew that I would need custom software to get there. There's a confidence now that I can get a customized software for what I need. So it's actually pushing me to think more about my product. What I really like is now when I go into client meetings, I'm just absorbing all this information and I'm just thinking ahead about how I'm going to push my product further. And it's knowing that I have a tech team that can meet the challenge. Sometimes when I work with folks that are software specialists within my field, I feel like they're data scraping off of me. They are trying to steal my client list, or they're trying to take my data. Knowing that there's a go-to company that's not doing that, that can be adaptable to my needs, it just means everything from a strategy standpoint. And I think also just having an existing relationship with a software provider is nice because I'm not starting at square one with somebody who doesn't understand it. If I have an idea, I can execute it quicker because you know me, you know my company, you know my widget, you know my product. I'm not starting from square one, and I can execute on my round 3 software application, and I could just get it out the door quicker, and it's just implemented that much faster.
Ariana's motivation was to have the freedom to build what she sees value in and to keep her proprietary data private. We have built tools to make life easier in small to medium-sized businesses and apps to sell to the public directly. We built web apps on platforms such as React and WordPress, and mobile apps on Android phones and iPads. Allow me to show you a path to transform your idea into a working app, and let me explain how we help with resources such as technology, advice, and funding on a quick call. All you have to do is sign up at the link below. Please don't wait too long. Hurry up and set up a call at the link below.